actually talk to us through the
How about
phone,
that?
phone system.
Okay, good evening, everyone. It is Wednesday, June 10th, 2026. The time is 7:05 p.m. and this meeting of the Wellington Sustainability and Energy Committee will come to order as I go and search for our agenda because I don't have a copy of it open right at the moment.
Yeah, we're in the car, so we don't have anything with us.
I can tell you what's on the agenda if you want.
That's okay. I'd rather have it right in front of me. So,
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can hear me okay. That's good.
Yeah, you're fine.
Can you hear us okay as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going too fast through the school zone. Then I forgot that it went off self-driving.
Right.
We'll put it on standard, stay legit.
I don't see anybody else on the screen, so I don't think there's anybody present to speak yet.
Right. There's nobody in the waiting room or anything, so I'm printing the agenda right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so we've done the call to order. We do have 3 out of 4 commissioners present, so we have a quorum. We don't have anyone attending for present to speak. Old business, now that we've gotten a reasonable estimate for what it would take to convert the library to heat pumps on the roof for both heating and cooling. I think that we might be able to extrapolate that to a generalized cost for all of our town buildings to see what we can do to try to reduce the usage of fossil fuels. So I'll get to work on a new revision of that letter, and we'll see if we can present it to the Board of Selectmen. I'm sorry, that was number 4, old business, item A.
So you're gonna work on the letter, in other words.
Yes, I'll work on that letter, and we'll have something to present within a month or two. I'd like to get something to the board prior to the energy event that we want to hold at the library, and that's our next item of business. I have a date reserved for that. So, does anybody have anything else they wish to discuss on item 4A?
No.
Okay, we'll move on to item 4B, and that's the sustainable CT event at the library. I did book the community room. It's a busy room. I tried for like 5 or 6 dates during September. I finally got one. September 30th was the only evening that I could get. We have the room from 5 to 8 p.m. So we should try to plan something to get the word out to people. With fuel costs this winter, people are going to want to know, what are my options, and I would love to be able to, do a presentation of, here's your options. Here's a couple of the local companies that you can call around and see if if your home is amenable to this, et cetera, that kind of an event. And we'll try to reach out to people who are on LIHEAP, because that's a good target of someone who just wouldn't ordinarily have that kind of the wherewithal to do something like that. Maybe we can find a way to help them.
Have you heard that the Congress is looking at cutting that program?
LIHEAP?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Well, of course they are. They need money for Elon Musk. So
and an archway.
Yes, yeah, the arch is vitally important.
And a wrestling cage.
I think my transponder may be in there if I need it.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Do you think our local state rep senator might have any ideas to offer their constituents?
Sure, they might. So we want to invite them, or we should also invite the people that are running against them this November. Somebody just entered the waiting room. I'm going to admit this person, Bobby.
I think my transponder may be hanging on. Anything.
I don't see Bobby joining.
I don't think you're going to be on the mic. No? No. Okay, then don't worry about it. About 20. Okay, sure.
Hi, Bobby. Were you able to join? I saw you in the waiting room. Brenda, are you still with us?
Yep.
Okay.
But we're still here too.
Maybe they're
Still
trying
on.
to figure out how to get in there.
Well,
Could be.
we had somebody last month that was unable to join also, I think,
Yeah.
after a few
They had
tries.
problems. Yeah.
Okay, it looks like Bobby is in, but they're muted. Hi, Bobby. This is the Wellington Sustainability and Energy Committee regular meeting. We've already missed present to speak, but I'm happy to backtrack a little bit in order to give you an opportunity to say hello if you'd like. You'll need to unmute. Let me see if I can ask if you'll unmute. Okay, I have asked you to unmute, but if you don't feel like speaking at the moment, Bobby, we're discussing on our agenda item 4B, discussing a sustainable CT event at the library, which we have tentatively scheduled for September 30th. I was able to get that as our meeting room, or as a place to hold the meeting. The community room seems to be really booked up these days. So almost every date I checked in September was already booked. Do you guys, we should probably try to develop an agenda for the meeting and go over what kind of stuff we want to be able to present. Certainly, we should expect maybe somebody from Sustainable CT to attend, maybe somebody from CT Green Bank. What do you guys think?
Green Bank may be a big ask. I don't know. But if you don't ask, you don't know.
You don't get, right?
Right.
So, okay, so I'll reach out to Katie from Sustainable CT. And I've been dealing with somebody at Green Bank named Lawrence Taylor, of all names. But he, I don't know if he's the right person to talk to about this. But I'll reach out to him and see if there's a department there that would be interested in attending.
Okay.
And I'd also like to be able to I'd also like to be able to or I'd like to know yeah, if we hold a symposium on green energy, let's say, and advise people that, if you have a south facing roof that gets a lot of sun, you probably have a great spot for solar. Are we able to say with a straight face that people going door to door selling solar are not in your corner and don't do business with them, or would that be like a faux pas on our part? What do you think?
I'd probably caveat that, say maybe not necessarily in your corner.
Yeah, that's just to make it allegedly kind of thing. I've heard that people have had trouble with the guys that go door to door selling solar, so maybe you want to watch out for that. But there are companies and there are ways to find the your best deal. We could talk about Energy Sage, which is a solar marketplace that it had two effects on the market when it came out. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Energy Sage. If I want to get solar, I go to Energy Sage and I sign up and I give them a copy of my electric bill and I send them some photos of my house. And then they package my information up and sell it to solar developers. And so you'll have anywhere from 5 to 7 solar developers contacting you with quotes, and you get to pick the best ones. So there's two effects out of that. When you have like 5 or 6 or 7 companies sending you quotes, on one side, it's a race to the bottom because somebody is out there like cutting corners, not paying his workers' comp, not paying his liability insurance or something in order to be able to undercut all the other competition. And you have to watch out for that because that's, unscrupulous, and a lot of unscrupulous shit happens in solar because it's such a brand new industry. So yeah, on the one hand, it's a race to the bottom, but on the other hand, if you're really good at what you're doing, Energy Sage is great because they have a review process, and people will give you a 5-star review. And if you got nothing but 5-star reviews and you have 30 or 40 of them, now Energy Sage is great for you because you can you can sell your solar at the rate that's proper for you to stay in business, at the same time not ripping customers off, and also taking good care of them. So there's Energy Sage is kind of a double-edged sword that way.
How is
But
Energy
that said,
Sage funded?
I'm sorry.
How is Energy Sage funded? Where do they get their?
It's owned by a couple of people. That one of the guys, Vikram Agarwal. I used to work with him at Fidelity. He was a higher up in the on the food chain than me in the systems department at Fidelity, and he left Fidelity to found Energy Sage. So yeah, so it's privately owned. So kind of maybe maybe I find a couple more. You can go to sites such as Energy Sage, such as Solar, blah blah blah. And that way we're not like recommending one company over any other, and I don't think we can get in trouble that way.
There was a local guy who's in the Neighbors magazine every month, Boyano.
Uh-huh.
Zen Solar, yeah, I know John.
Yeah, he's solar. And he offers
Yeah, so
to.
we could reach out to companies locally. I found out just today that I'm still in the running for the job at Earthlight Solar.
Really? No kidding. All right.
Yeah, I was really getting down on myself that they weren't going to hire me and that they weren't going to talk to me again. But it turns out, Lydia, the person who first contacted me, she apologized for their chaotic hiring process and said that I'm actually the top contender for the job, and they want me to come in for a 4th interview on Monday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
were I to be working for Earthlight Solar, I would need to necessarily recuse myself from anything regarding Earthlight Solar locally, right?
Yeah.
We have to be really careful and very cognizant of that. So,
Oh yeah.
but Earthlight would also be a great company to do business with. Don, I think you've already done business with them, right?
Well, Earthlight, one of their subsidiaries, maybe owns our PPAs at Button Hill, and I just talked to one of their salespeople about doing batteries at my house, but it may not be financially workable. But we'll see. So yeah.
On the battery front, Don, you definitely should look into it because with Wellington being a distressed municipality, you'll get almost your entire battery cost back through Connected Solutions.
I do, but but the financing costs will eat up about 10 grand, and I think I still am short about 2 grand on my battery cost. So it's about $12,000 to own the batteries for 15 years or whatever.
What brand name? Yeah, what brand name on the batteries are you looking at?
I was looking at Franklin WH, but I asked them just a couple days ago to look at a Tesla lease option and see if that did anything for me, because I can't.
Okay. I know this is unrelated to sustainability and energy in Wellington, but it does apply generally. Watch out for the commissions that the battery manufacturer will take on your Connected Solutions money. Franklin will only take 10% of your Connected Solutions money. Tesla will take 20%.
Okay.
So bear that in mind.
We'll have to sit down and talk about it after I get something on a Tesla battery. Yeah.
The way that it worked out for me with my with my battery is Trinity, the people who installed it, they're going to send me a check for $810. That's my signing bonus with Connected Solutions, and then they're going to pay me. If the first pay period is June 1st through September 30th. So as many times as my battery gets tapped to help the local grid during that time, I get paid for all of those instances. And the payout I'm looking at is $2,250 just for those 4 months.
Yeah,
So,
and I'm looking at paying out of my pocket probably 12 grand to have the batteries for their lifetime. So I'm not, I'm not too sure, especially because I have a whole house backup generator. All that really protects me. Having a battery just allows me to use my PV to generate power versus my generator.
Yeah, versus a generator.
Yeah, and that doesn't matter on a 12-hour basis. But if EverSource goes out for 2 weeks, it makes a difference.
That makes a big difference. Yeah, exactly. And it's not like that doesn't happen. I've ended up in a hotel, right? I think everybody here has, So after a week with no power, it's like, I got to get a shower. I'm sorry. I just got to get a shower. So anyhow, we digress. So yeah, I'll see if I can get someone from Sustainable CT and someone from Green Bank to attend. We might want to be able to give people advice. We'll have to ask, what kind of advice can we give? We'll just make sure that we're not, overstepping. But I think if we recommend several different websites and several different local installers, it's not like we're choosing one over any other,
Right. Yeah.
So, all right. Is there any further discussion on item 4B then?
No. The only brief discussion is that I was supposed to talk to Karen and social services to get a list of people maybe that she could provide that would be interested in attending. Is that my charge was last month? I forget.
Yeah, because I do want to do outreach to people that are on fixed incomes and need fuel assistance because, I want to be able to find if there's anything that we can do to help them,
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, so, there may be programs that they're unaware of. I got free insulation and I was working gainfully employed when I got my free insulation. So, if that's something that's available for them and they don't know about it, we need to hook them up with that.
Okay. Yep.
So
yeah.
So the thrust of the event, I guess, will just be that there are alternatives. You don't have to burn fossil fuels, and there are programs available that you might not know about, and here they are. If you can't afford to buy solar yourself, here's our recommendations. Door-to-door solar is probably not your best bet. We've heard horror stories of how those companies act and what you end up signing on to. But reputable solar power firms are worthwhile, and we can recommend some reputable ones if you'd like, or something along those lines. And then I think that that's probably a full agenda for a couple of hours, being able to talk to folks.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have a couple of stations like insulation, solar, heat pumps, something like that. See if we can get a couple of vendors would like to come and talk to people. I don't know what's acceptable. Sustainable CT might have some ideas on that.
Okay. I hadn't envisioned it as several tables, stations, but that's interesting. That'd be fine.
Okay. I'll ask Katie all about that kind of stuff and see what she has to say. I'll copy you guys when I email her.
Yay.
Okay. Are we all set with 4B?
Yes. Whatever number we're at.
Yep. 4C, discuss if any further progress has been made about monitoring the kilowatt hour usage of the electric heaters at the pump house. Kept on the agenda pending resolution. What do you got, Don?
Oh, yeah, but okay, good. I'm sorry, I missed your question. Bill was querying me on where we're going, and I think we got.
Oh, okay.
So
4C, the monitoring of the kilowatt hour usage of the heaters at the pump house.
Okay, I got it. I've have at least 2 emails off to Troy. He was away on vacation for a while. I've got no response. I'll try again.
Okay.
He's on my calendar.
Okay. And then 4D was finalize the wording of the line item that we would like to be included on the selectmen's webpage as a board in search of new members. Don, you said that I had come up with something on the fly, but we didn't write it down. So maybe we should need to come up with something on the fly again.
Yeah, I guess. And if you got something, Brenda's here. She
Well,
can write it down.
Well, last meeting you said that you wanted to put something that said that you had an opening for 2 alternates, but you weren't sure if there really were 2 openings for alternates.
Well, there's 3 openings for regular members. Why don't we just advertise those, and we can worry about alternates if we have 7 people.
And then what you didn't do with your last thing that your idea was, you didn't mention like what your committee does. You just said that you were looking for people on the board. That was it.
Ah, yes, okay. So I'm gonna just write something down real quick here and see if I can do this off the cuff.
And then you mentioned how often you meet, I think.
This should be our GPS.
Like the second Wednesday, I'm sorry.
Well, I suppose I could say the second Wednesday now because we're doing it all the time, but we haven't changed it. And so I don't know if I really want to. We could just say once monthly.
Yeah. You could say something like, the purpose of the committee is to do blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Yeah. Oh, and then maybe mention, don't they have to submit a letter of intent to the Board of Selectmen if they want to join the committee?
Yes, yep.
Yeah, so maybe mention that.
Okay, so I've got the first sentence I've got here is the Wellington Sustainability and Energy Committee meets once monthly with the goal of reducing the town's reliance on fossil fuels while saving taxpayer money.
You're saying the reliance on fossil fuels?
Reliance on fossil fuels while saving taxpayers money.
Gotcha.
We currently have 3 openings.
Okay.
If interested, please send a letter to the Board of Selectmen.
Or a letter of interest?
A letter of interest.
Yeah.
Yep. And finish it with, we'd love to have your help. Something along those lines. Does that sound good?
Could I suggest that maybe, can you tell them who they can contact if they have questions?
Sure. Yeah, they can use my my email at Wellington CT. It's jthan at wellingtonct.gov.
Does anybody want me to read that back?
Sure.
Sure, please.
The WiSE, whoops, I left out the word committee.
And do we spell that out as well as acronym it?
Yeah, that's what I had. I had it spelled out.
Okay. Okay. So I'll put.
You can spell it out and then put in parentheses WiSE.
Okay. I'm forgetting the
I don't know if you can work in the "we're the wise guys" joke, but it'd be nice.
So it's the Wellington sustainability. What is it? I'm forgetting.
And
sustainability and energy.
And energy.
With an ampersand.
Oops. Okay. Let me fix that so I remember. And I'm forgetting where it is on the keyboard. Oh, I see it. Okay. 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 So the Wellington. Damn. What's going on here? The computer just did something weird. Energy. And now I'm getting confused. I left it out. Something out. Wellington, what?
Sustainability.
Okay. And energy.
And energy committee, WiSE in parentheses.
Okay, now I've got it.
lowercase I.
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember that
lowercase I
now.
on the Y. Yeah.
Okay. Meets once monthly with the goal of reducing the reliance on fossil fuels while saving taxpayers money. We currently have 3 openings. If interested, please send a letter of interest to the Board of Selectmen. We'd love to have your help. Contact, and then I put your email, jthan@wellingtonct.gov with questions.
Terrific. The one thing I think you missed a word.
Oh,
It's with the goal of reducing the town's reliance on fossil fuels.
with the goal of reducing the town. Gotcha.
We could say the towns, or we could just say our.
Oh,
I like the towns better because, you know, we're not, if I'm saying our, it's like I'm speaking for the town. And
yeah. Okay. So everybody got that now?
Yep.
yeah, I'm good.
So
Okay.
so that means that's what you're going to submit now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. If you could just write that up, and we do have to do a letter to the Board of Selectmen, so I'll include that in there. Or no, when are they putting it on their page? Or we can just do it anytime?
Oh, I don't know how that works.
All
I
right.
don't know,
I'll
but
find
if we
out.
can get it
Yeah.
written, it's a lot easier to submit it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Brenda, if you've got that typed up, if you don't mind emailing it to me,
Sure.
that'd be great. Thank you. And I'll forward that to Mike, and he'll take care of it, I'm sure.
Yeah. And we probably got about 5 minutes here at most.
Okay. Well,
before
we're about done. We have 5 new business, but there's nothing under it, and I don't think we really have any.
Correct.
So we can move right along to 6, approval of minutes from May 13th. I'm good with the minutes. I'll entertain a motion to approve them as written.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Okay. And Bill Bennell, can you second?
I think I need to abstain because I wasn't there.
Okay, well then I'll second, and a motion has been made and seconded. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, we proceed to a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Wait a minute.
Aye.
Can we move to a vote with only 2 voting members of the board?
Sure. That, you know, in all actuality, we don't have to approve the minutes. Only if we make a change do we have to approve them. Minutes are accepted as approved unless there's a change to them.
Okay.
So we don't even really have to make the motion.
Okay. Or we can make it at the next meeting.
Or you could approve by consensus.
Sure.
Okay.
I move that we approve by consensus. Thank you, Brenda.
Okay.
Don, second it.
I made the motion, so
Yeah.
All right.
do I have to, am I going to make a second to approve by consensus?
I don't think you have to have a motion. You just
Okay.
approve by consensus.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah. So, okay. The meeting minutes are approved by consensus.
Yep.
Correspondence. Do we have any, Don?
No, I looked today, nothing.
Okay. Then I will entertain a motion to adjourn, and you guys can go on to your movie.
Okay. I'll make a motion. We adjourn.
Second.
All right. All in favor? See you later, fellas.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Thanks, Brenda.
Enjoy your evening, guys.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
All right. I will email that little snippet in a minute.
Okay.
Terrific. Thanks, Brenda.
You're welcome.
All right. I'm going to end recording and then
End the meeting.
call it a night.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah, got my